There are certain things you need to have ready when starting graduate school application, and a lot of students intending to apply to grad school don't know or plan for these things. So today, I thought to share them with you. If you're interested in learning about the things you need to have ready or plan to get ready before starting a successful graduate school application, then this video is for you. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, if this is your first time stopping by, you're welcome. My name is Esther. I'm an international student from Nigeria and I share tips with my friends on how to study in the US. Today, I'll be sharing tips on the things you need to have ready before starting a graduate school application if you want to submit a successful one. And the first on my list, in no order of priority, would be an international passport. This is a critical document for you to have, and to me, I would even say this is the first thing you should consider getting if you don't have one, as soon as you realize you want to study abroad or you want to go in for a graduate degree program. Because most schools, in fact, all schools internationally will request you to submit these documents. So the earlier you realize you want to apply to a grad school program, the better you get your international passport ASAP, like ASAP. You know, depending on the state of the country you are, it could be challenging and it can take time. So the earlier, the better you apply for an international passport. Secondly, would be an academic transcript. This is a proof of your education and it is a detailed record of all the subjects you have studied with your scores in form of marks or grade, and it is given by the institution you study your undergrad degree. Most US schools will request you, some actually, will request you to submit a West evaluation of your academic transcript if you have a low grade point or if you're on a different point scale from what they use. And it could take time for you to do your West evaluation or even to get the academic transcript from your previous institution. So you want to consider this time factor and start the process of getting your academic transcript as soon as you realize that you want to do a grad school program or you want to go abroad to study. Next on my list is going to be code contact. Code contacting means you are actively reaching out to faculties or professors in the schools you intend to apply to and establishing contacts or communications with them regards potential research opportunities in their lab or with their research team. And the most common way to do this is through email. Most schools recently will request you to have a professor you have been in contact with during your application. And most times, the best way to state this or the best place to put or state this in your application is in your statement of purpose. Talking about the statement of purpose, this is a personal statement or a critical piece of your graduate school application because it helps to tell the admission committee who you are, what your research and your professional interests are, and most importantly, how you will add value to the graduate program you're applying to. So I would say your statement of purpose is an opportunity for you to sell yourself, sell your academic background, sell your professional interest. Let them know this is the value you have and you're bringing to add to their graduate program. Consider getting your statement of purpose. If you don't have one, start drafting out one. As soon as you realize you want to start a graduate school program, this is one of the things you need to have. Another way for you to sell yourself is through your academic CV. Just as the name implies, it is meant for academic purposes and it is detailed and provides the opportunity for you to sell yourself to the admission committee of the program you are applying for. In your academic CV, you can provide information or describe your research interests, provide information regarding your educational experiences or your most relevant experiences and skills you have acquired. Also, in your CV, you can state the courses or certifications you have both online and offline. If you have received any scholarship, grants, awards, recognition, list them in your academic CV. Also, if you have any published paperwork, list them in your CV. Any extracurricular activity or volunteering activity you've participated in, you want to list this in your academic CV because this tells a whole lot about who you are and the value you're coming to add to the graduate program you're applying for. You understand what I'm talking about? So try to get an academic CV as soon as you realize you want to start applying for a graduate school program. Also, standardized test. This is another thing you should have before starting applications to grad school. I mean, it all depends on the program and the school you want to apply for. Most schools will request you to submit a standardized test score. And when I mean standardized test, I'm talking about the GRE, the GMAT, TOEFL, or IELTS. I do advise people, if they can, to try as much as possible and take some of these tests or any combination of the two, because this will give them a good opportunity to be considered for funding, not just admission in most US schools. However, you can still get admission and funding without taking any of these tests. It all depends on the program and the school you're applying to. The last thing on my list about the things you need to get ready before you start a grad school application is academic referees. These are people that will provide references regarding your abilities, and you need to get good people that can really vouch for you, because this is something all graduates will need at some point in life, either for school or for jobs. So you need to reach out to university lecturers that can vouch for your academic abilities and can say good things that will help your application, because submitting a grad school application is a holistic combination of all or most of these things that I have mentioned earlier. So you want to reach out to them in time and let them know the best way to support you or support your application by giving you a good reference letter or recommendation letter, as the case may be. And also you want to also inform them ahead of time about the number of applications you want to submit, so they don't get overwhelmed or they don't turn you down. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. If you're a novice about graduate school or don't know how to start, or you don't have any knowledge at all about what graduate school is, you can get information about the things you need to know before starting a graduate school application from this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Till then, stay tuned. Peace.